That's not a knife. This is a knife.
It's a Sunday morning, and since 6:30 a.m, Border Patrol have been hugely active. This bus is full of mostly young males. The women and the children were left behind, so we're going to see where they take them.
Migration links markets in ways that most people don't appreciate.
Oh my goodness me, I just had a light bulb go off in my head when you explained it that way, because it seems so complicated.
I feel like the luckiest guy in the world just about every day, honestly, that I have the job that I have.
We have 944 square miles. I'm looking for anybody that got left behind. It's my job to recover the bodies, bring them back.
I'm actually sitting on a body bag here.
Actually sitting on a body bag.
Yeah.
A country can't have an entire population within their borders and nobody knows anything about them.
The southern border of the US. Some say there's a crisis at the border. Some say illegal immigration is out of control. Others fear drug or human smuggling. Some say there's no problem at all. So what is happening at the border? We decided to go there and see it for ourselves.
It was still dark when we left our Southern Texas hotel and headed to the border. Patrol cars were already stationed and waiting. I didn't really know what we were looking for. I'd just been told that we would see them, see people coming over fences, crossing train tracks, running over streets. But I couldn't really imagine it. Suddenly, I saw two male figures sprint across the road just behind us. They disappeared before we could film them. Dogs started barking. It was 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning, and Border Patrol had picked up a small family group of illegal immigrants in a residential area, less than a mile from the Rio Grande River that is the borderline in this area between US and Mexico. Border Patrol wasn't keen on us filming. Then a state trooper rushed off, and we followed. I noticed that most properties on this road have fences. I understand why. Border Patrol, state troopers, local police were all in action. A larger group of immigrants crossing illegally was gathering just down the road. These people seemed to want to be found. Well, most of them.
3, 2, 1. We're here in McAllen, Texas, right on the southern border of the United States. Since Sunday morning first.
A young man suddenly ran away from the group and jumped a private fence and sped off toward Mexico. Border Patrol officers chased him, but they weren't fast enough. Unlike the others, he didn't think Border Patrol would let him stay.
3, 2, 1. Okay. Oh, we've got a drone taking off. Is that okay?
We're outsiders here coming from New York. And this issue seems even more complicated when you're facing it, looking at it up close. I could see that we really had a lot to learn about how to tell this story.
3, 2, 1. We're here in McAllen, Texas, right on the southern border of the United States. It's a Sunday morning, and since 6:30 a.m, Border Patrol have been hugely active, capturing people who are trying to cross the border to get into the United States. Here is one group. More than 30 people have come from Mexico, Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador, seeking asylum in the U.S.
Border Patrol brought more illegal immigrants to join this group and spent hours processing them, while other officers rushed to capture more. We were only on one small stretch of one road for a few mornings, and we couldn't keep up with all the arrests or captures. Some immigrants were immediately handcuffed. But most were given masks and supplies, processed, and eventually dispatched. I don't know what Border Patrol officers are actually employed to do, but they don't seem to have time to do anything but this. Just in this area alone, hundreds of people every morning arrive and wait for Border Patrol to collect them and help them get into the US. Things only slow down here when it gets too hot.
It's midday and the temperature is in the high 90s. Very few people dare to cross the border illegally at this time of day because the heat can be deadly. But Border Patrol, even National Guard, are still patrolling these roads all along the border.
Evidence of the illegal border crossings are littered everywhere.
Must have been left behind.
Belongings, trash, clothing, memories.
A yellow one as well. There's another colour here. I believe these are wristbands that are given to the people crossing the border by the cartels. We'll need to find out what they mean.
There must be thousands coming over every day. Why do they come and where do they go? We need to see more.
We're following a bus full of people. The women and the children were left behind. Border Patrol will likely take them to a different facility. This bus is full of mostly young males, so we're going to see where they take them.